This is my common musk or stinkpot hatchling. And this is his 10-gallon tank. Got him from Turtle Source. So I got that. Warning, protected by a killer turtle. It's pretty cool. Have a 20 to 10-gallon internal filter. A smart glass aquarium heater, which means when it gets too hot or the water reaches the degree that the dial's set on, it actually shuts itself off because it's smart glass or whatever. Have UVB heat bulbs up there, so pretty much wherever he goes, he's absorbing the UVB and stuff. Especially because they're usually on about 12 hours a day. Have them on a timer. They shut off certain periods of time, and then and then at night I even have this. Don't know if you can see it, but it's a little light. It's a little UVB light for him at night and stuff. So. What else do I got? Oh, I got an air stone over there just to oxygenate the water, keep it crystal clean. I got five guppies, 3 males, 3 females, 2 males. My bad. One of the females gave birth, and there was like a bunch of guppies running around, but pretty much all of them were eaten. Except for like 2 or 3, but they hide over here and you can't really ever see them anymore. But this is where, like, you can see them dash around a lot of the time over there, and this is also where he sleeps. It's all planted and stuff, all fake plants, of course. I'm actually gonna go to the Walmart up by my house because they have bamboo and stuff inside these little pots, and I'm thinking about just putting those in the tank, or actually trying to plant those in the tank. I got a shell with a hole, pretty deep shell for the fish can go in there and he can't get them. They also go over here in the holes between the rocks. Had to close it off because he kept getting right here, getting stuck. He couldn't turn around or anything because he was too big. He did actually grow. He was, when I first got him, the size of a quarter, and he is actually bigger than a quarter now. So he is growing. He eats bloodworms, the little pellets that came with him from Turtle Source. So giant bag of pellets. They'll actually give you a care sheet, depending on the turtle. I don't know, but it said for me to feed him every other day. So far it's working. 3 to 4 pellets for him every other day. But a lot of people and a bunch, like everybody's saying, don't keep him on the same diet. So I'll feed him bloodworms one day, and then, like, of course don't feed him the next day, but the day after that I'll feed him the pellets. So just switching up his diet. And then I have Reptitreats for him, and also these algae wafers, but I'm saving the algae wafers for them. The fish eat a mix of beta food, because a beta is actually a type of guppy, and then hermit crab food that my hermit crabs share with them. A lot of people are like, oh, that's probably not healthy, but actually it has literally everything pretty much inside that the beta food has, plus more. It has pieces of shrimp, carrot, coconut, garlic. It just has a bunch of good stuff for everybody in there. It has earthworms mashed up in it, other crabs mashed up in it, and just pretty much all that stuff. And just pretty much just like fish food. So you just flake it in there and it's all good. Also have Vita Shell for him. Take him out every Friday and do it. Just because I'm home from school. I do have a second filter, but I can't put it in yet because, for one, it restricts the hood, so I'd have to have the hood like pretty much almost all the way off. And then, one of the other reasons is I would have to hire the water, and it said 3 to 6 inches of water. And let me grab this. Actually, if you want to be technical, right there where it's 4 inches of water, but everybody's like, oh, measured down here. So I do that, and it was about 6 inches. It's actually evaporating really quick with that light on, but it's usually about 6 inches. Once it gets to about 5 inches, I refill it. He's about 1.5 inches last time I had him. I had him about a week, going on 2 weeks. The reason why I just keep filming the fish is because he doesn't really like the camera, so he hides. But I can literally sit here with my face like pressed against the glass, and he doesn't like go in his shell or anything. He literally just sits there and stares at me, and it's not like a scared look. It's like a curious. Like he'll come up to me and like try to bite me through the tank and stuff, just interested, and then he'll also just sit there. There's one of the female guppies, and unlike a lot of people, I actually named my guppies. There's Whisper, Red Tail, which is a male. There's another female that looks just like Whisper, but she's blue on her tail, so I named her Blue Tail. Then there's Sunbeam, which is the male with the yellow tail, and then the big one is Ghost. And here's him just... There's Ghost and Sunbeam. There's him just foraging around the tank. He's actually pretty interesting. See, he's actually... Oh, no, he's not going to come up to me. He's been trying to get the fish lately. He never seems to get them, though. I'm going to get some ghost shrimp. And I actually had one of those little crabs in here, but I was nervous that it could hurt him or something, because it was actually bigger than he was. So, it still is. So I put it in the 65-gallon aquarium I have that is at my aunt's, because until we own this house, the landlord does not want any fish tanks above 10 to 20 gallons. So I barely got off with this because it's a 10-gallon aquarium with, I would say, about 5 gallons or less of water. So, but once we are renting to own this house, like we have pretty much every other house we've had my whole life, which is about 6 or 7 of them. So we'll end up owning this house either this year or next year. So probably this year, the end of this year. So I have a 65-gallon tank. It used to have a red-eared slider in it. Got rid of it because I don't know, just too much work, dirtied up the tank way too quick, way too huge too. He would bite all, because the 65 is really just for my expensive fish. Like I have giant Oscars in there. I have 2 chocolate cichlids, some angelfish, and stuff like that. A lot of those I'm actually going to give to my aunt for letting me keep the tank at her house. And then I have these feeder fish that are about the size of the guppies. Pretty much, I would say about the same size or a little bit smaller. And now they are huge. They're just... And they were actually feeder fish. They were feeder fish from Walmart. and put them in the 65 gallon, and they just grew huge. But there's them. But on the other track of the red-eared slider, he still is in the family. His name was Spuds. He was actually the first turtle I ever got. And yeah, gave him to my older brother, because my older brother has a pond in his backyard. So yeah, I don't really know what I was going to fill in with that, I'm sorry. But yeah, in the spring and summer, I'm actually going to put this little guy, when he grows bigger, inside the pond for a couple months and stuff, and let him enjoy the pond life, and then put him back into a bigger tank. This is only for now, it's not temporary. Like I said, after this he'll be going into a 20-gallon long, and then since I'm getting rid of pretty much all my big fancy fish, giving them to my aunt, because she also has a giant tank. She actually has a 125-gallon, and she really wants my chocolate cichlid and Oscars and stuff, because all she has is a bunch of African cichlids and stuff like that. Some angelfish, so I'll give her those. And then there was a piranha in there, and everybody thought the piranha would eat the turtle, but actually the turtle was taking bites out of the piranha, so the piranha went to my little brother, because pretty much everybody in my family has their own little tank. He has a little 30-gallon or so. No, he has about a 55-gallon out in the garage filled with like 14, 15 piranhas. And just because it is starting to become fall, well, it is fall, and we live in Spokane, Washington, so we do get snow and stuff. The garage is actually heated. There's heaters in there, and then we put the tank in the corner with the plug-ins. We don't have to pay for electricity inside the garage, so there's like three heaters inside the tank, and a bunch of other stuff, so they won't freeze. He still goes out there, because like I said, it's a heated garage. There's heaters and everything in there. Giant light or some light that melts the snow and stuff, that's right above the heater. So the heater stays about 90 degrees. About 80 to 90. We usually try to keep it in the low 80s though. I do have a turtle topper, but it is somewhere in the garage, and if I actually feel like wanting the red-eared slider back, I'll just ask. Because technically he's still mine. He's just like at my brother's house until we finish paying off this house to own it, because then I can actually bring my 65-gallon in my room, and it has a stand and everything. So this is getting pretty long of me just rambling, so I'm just gonna let you guys go. Bye.